How have civil liberties had an impact on women from both a historical and contemporary perspective? Civil liberties, the fundamental rights and freedoms guaranteed to individuals by law, have played a massive role in shaping the lives of women throughout history. From the right to vote to the right for equal pay and reproductive rights, women's civil liberties have evolved alongside changes in society. Although the struggle for gender equality remains a significant aspect of contemporary political and social discourse, with many civil liberties still being contested and expanded upon, the historical direction of women's civil liberties is both a testament to the progress made and a reminder of the ongoing challenges women continue to face. Historically, women were often denied many basic civil liberties simply due to their gender. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, women in many parts of the world didn't have the right to vote, own property, or access education and employment opportunities equal to men. The suffrage movement, which built up to the passing of the 19th Amendment in the United States in 1920, was a turning point in the fight for women's civil rights. The monumental victory allowed women the right to vote as an essential step toward gaining equal participation in the democratic process. I have the power to vote and mark my place in history because of this turning point. Although securing the right to vote was only the beginning, in the post-suffrage era, women continued to face systematic discrimination in various forms, especially in the workforce. The feminist movements of the 1960s and 1970s, charged by civil rights movements and a growing demand for gender equality, led to notable legal changes. The Equal Pay Act of 1963 and the Civil Rights Act of 1964 were the turning point of legislation that aimed to eliminate workplace discrimination and ensure that women had equal opportunities in employment. These civil liberties were essential in reshaping the landscape for myself as a 40-hour-a-week working woman, striving for maximum roles in society and granting myself opportunities to thrive. Today, civil liberties continue to play a pivotal role in advocating for women's rights. The ongoing debate circling reproductive rights represents the importance of civil liberties in protecting women's autonomy over their own bodies. This is relevant to me because my mother suffered an assault at the hands of a family member when she was just a teen. My mother used her right over her body to abort and live out the rest of her youth. The landmark case of Roe v. Wade in 1973, which legalized abortion in the United States, was a significant victory for women's civil liberties. However, recent changes to reproductive rights, such as overturning Roe v. Wade in 2022, highlight the fragility of civil liberties and the ongoing struggle for women's rights. The debate over reproductive rights is just one example of how civil liberties remain a pertinent and contested issue for women today. Additionally, gender-based violence, including domestic violence and sexual harassment, continue to be a serious violation of women's civil liberties. The Me Too movement, which gained notability in the late 2010s, has brought attention to prevalence of sexual harassment and assault, activating global conversations about the need for stronger legal protections for women. I am a mother of 2 girls, and I can only continue to fight to protect my girls from being exposed to sexual assault and domestic violence. Although the process has been made in many areas, such as passage of laws against domestic violence and harassment, there is still a lot of work to be done to ensure that women's safety and equality. In closing, civil liberties have had a profound and reframing impact on women's lives, allowing them to achieve greater equality, political power, and personal freedom. Although significant progress has been made, the fight for women's civil rights is far from over. The challenges women face today, whether related to reproductive rights, gender-based equality, or even in the workplace, equally demonstrate that the civil liberties remain as relevant today as ever. Thank you.